When it comes to doing comedy, he is definitely able.
Yeah!
Yeah. We're getting biblical in here tonight. Oh shit. He definitely did kill his brother, bro.
Yeah.
100%. All right, hold on.
Who's next?
Oh shit. Here we go. Your next comic coming up to the stage. I love this guy, man. He's been coming out for the past year or so. This dude is fucking 18. Just turned 18. He's in high school, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's here with his younger brother, who's also doing a set right after him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miles is doing 10 minutes right after Jack. So get ready for that. Everybody give it up for Jack motherfucking Schwab.
Yeah. Woo!
Your host Eddie, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Eddie. Make some noise for Eddie.
Hey! Woo!
Yes, let's see who we got here. Let's hope this goes well. Alright, here we go. Tom jokes. Thanks for coming out tonight. We got a Confederate soldier in the house. Great set, Jeff.
Yes. What you got for me, bro?
Oh man, God did enough to you already, dude. I'm sorry. We got Randall in the back here. Mr. Randall, he goes to my school and never says hi to me in the hallways. That hurts. You don't.
I always thought that.
And Steve, where's Steve at? Hey, Steve, come on, man. Give it up for Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Give it up for Steve. Come on.
Yeah.
I love doing Office Space.
Oh.
My little brother's here, Miles. Miles is here for some reason. I don't know, he wanted to come and he's not coming after this, I'll tell you that. Chill out. He's the only one here who's unemployed by choice, so that's something. Paco, you're an Uber driver, right? That's surprising. You don't strike me as someone who can hold in their farts for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd everybody's quarantine go? You guys do alright in quarantine? Got one lady. Thank you. Yeah, my quarantine went fine. Thanks for asking. I did the quarantine beard challenge where you don't shave your face until COVID goes away, and this is the best I got.
Oh, yeah, that's a reference to me.
Contain yourself, ladies. I've just accepted the fact that I'll never look like Kane over here.
Yes.
The most I'll get is Ian with pubes on his face. That's the pinnacle of my facial hair growth. Some hot ladies here tonight. We got hot ladies here tonight.
Yeah.
Right, it's hot back there in the kitchen. Mushroom, is it hot back there? Temperature-wise.
Not true.
Here we go. Here we go. Those are the only good jokes. So this next 8 minutes is going to suck for both of us. I was driving to school the other day, and I was listening to Power 104.3. They had this show. No, that's 102.7. Come on, bro. Power 104.3. They had this segment in the morning called Cheers Hotel. I cannot think of a worse way to start a Monday. I'm listening to somebody's life unravel at 7 a.m. while driving to school. It's terrible. Whose idea was this? The only worse way than that to start the morning is a Frappuccino. Really? How did Starbucks convince us a caffeinated dessert beverage is okay? How did it? I actually looked it up. Frappuccino is Italian for 800 calories. That's what that is. Starbucks, man. This one friend of mine, I kid you not. She went to Starbucks. She ordered a venti iced coffee, light ice, extra milk, 3 pumps caramel syrup, 3 pumps caramel sauce. I guess there's a difference. And 3 pumps simple syrup. Are you kidding me? Would it not have been easier to order a venti syrup with light ice? 2 pumps coffee? Come on, that's not coffee you're drinking. You're drinking diabetes. Mike knows what I'm talking about. I swim. I'm on the swim team. Yep. I'm hiding a chiseled physique under these long sleeves. You can't really tell, but yeah, I'm a swimmer. And I do butterfly stroke. I do the butterfly stroke. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Yeah, exactly. Butterfly. When is butterfly gonna come in handy? I mean, when the Titanic was sinking, you didn't see Jack calling to Rose. You gotta put your back into it, Rose. Come on. Butterfly, man. Butterfly is just finding the most painful way to get from point A to point B in the water. That's all that is. It makes zero sense. Butterfly. I train jujitsu across the street actually, and yeah, I figured I need to defend myself if I ever got mugged with somebody with a large white coat and cloth pants. So just gotta prepare for it. And Jeff, you're scaring me, man. You're scaring me for some reason.
That's my job.
Just looking at me with a dead-eyed stare. I can't tell if you think I'm funny or you want to murder me later.
Both.
I was in class the other day and my teacher said, Jack, describe what this book meant to you in your own words. Oh boy. I've never created a word before. This is going to be tough. It's me describing something in my own words. Miles, camera on me. Come on. You got one job.
One job.
He's dozing over
One
here.
job, Miles.
Later, my teacher said, Jack, what does this book mean to you? Support your answer. I didn't know what that meant. I drew something on the whiteboard and started plotting. I'm glad Ian can serve music. These are Ian jokes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Miles, come on.
One job, Miles.
I can't rely on Paco over here. He's got 3 subscribers.
Ouch!
Thanks, Jack. Give it third one.
Jokes. I'm running out. Okay. I have a buddy. I said to him, hey man, you look like LeBron James. And he said, really? Is it because I'm black? Like, I mean, that has something to do with it. That's not all of it, but it helps him to look like comparison. I've never seen a Vietnamese LeBron James. Why don't you just take the compliment? I compared your looks to that of the greatest basketball player in our generation, and you're trying to cancel me over here. Please. Okay. I'll have to workshop that one. I'm 18, so I'm nice and ripe for all you ladies out there. Okay. Yeah. Let me think of something. If Olive Oil and I have one thing in common, it's that we're both extra virgin. I'm thinking about going bisexual just for the reason that it'll double my chances of getting laid. That's the only reason. Maybe not. Don't tell any of the teachers at school about this, Mr. Daniel, please. This is my first open mic in a couple of weeks, so I'm glad you guys all came out to my return. Came out just for me. In the time off, I actually got involved with some charity work. Yeah, I'm still involved with charity work because comedy is non-profit. So, how much time do I have? Time me, Miles, where am I at? Okay.
He's watching porn. 9:30.
Alright, you said he's watching porn?
Yeah.
Not cool, man. Yeah, I gave up porn, man. Yeah, cold turkey. I just quit watching it for the next 3 hours. So
Taking a test.
Somebody fuck him.
Jack, what school do you go?
Uh,
Rather not say.
my lawyers have advised me to not answer
Iolani!
that question. Public school, baby.
Yeah, alright. I
Public
love
school.
that. Yes.
What school do you go to? Homeless you?
Yes!
That's stupid.
No, that's good. That's good, bro.
Man. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay. What else we got? What's on the menu? Let's do some crowd work over here. Let's do some. Kane, what do you do, Kane? Besides smoke weed?
I'm a security officer.
You're a security officer.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, Jeff, what do you do? crowd work, baby. Crowd work. I'm working this crowd.
I do home repair and renovation.
Home repair and renovation.
Yeah, make me laugh.
Yeah. Kane's actually looking for somebody to touch up his tent next week. Can help him out with that. Okay. Thank you. Those are the only two people I don't know, so I can. That's the only crowd I can work.
There's a reason for that.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I still feel like they're gonna kill me. Let's see. Jeff, where are you from?
Why not?
From Waianae. Alright. Kane?
Khalid!
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad Kane thinks this is funny. This is how I mask my non-preparation for this Friday, or this Sunday. This is not good.
So good.
So let's try to end with something. Let's try to end with a bang here. Bang. Thank you. Okay, Eddie. My name is Jack Shaw. Jack Shaw. Thank you.
Yes!
Yeah, Jack Schwab, everybody, keep it going.
Jack!
Amazing.
Yeah.
Jack Schwab is banned from now on. Even though he did his time, I don't want him getting better than he already is. He's too funny for an 18-year-old. It's not right. All right, guys. Well, Miles, you ready? You got your material ready? All right, everybody, here we go. It's Jack Schwab's brother, Miles, everybody. Let's go. Miles. Yeah. All right.
Is this bullying?
Miles is banned. Fucking don't ever bring him again, Jeff. I'm joking, Miles. Get some pizza. It's fine. Okay, we only got one comic left, man. Fuck, what time is it? We got a lot of time.
I go get it.
I don't
Yeah.
have much time.
I might fucking do some time after this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our headliner for tonight, at least for now, unless anybody else shows up. It was her first. It was a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on her. Nicole, if you bomb, you're banned. But it was her first time last night, so it's her second time tonight. She has my favorite last name in the world. I'm a big fan. Give it up for Nicole Boner, everybody.
Thank you. Whoever. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna sit down here because this reminds me of my childhood and it brings me back to my trauma and my daddy issues. And since I still suffer from those, I'm just gonna sit here with it and I'm gonna saturate and be unbearable to the rest of society. So, you're welcome. So, there's not a lot of ladies here tonight, but I'm gonna bear you with. I almost didn't make it. I got my period this morning. I was just not in the mood, and it just felt like one of my ex-boyfriends had a voodoo doll of my vagina, and he was just fucking going Michael Myers on that fucking shit. And I was just like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere tonight. That possessive, crazy ex-boyfriend. We've all had one of those. So my name is Boner, and I feel like I should really talk about that. So many years ago, in my youth, I am 34, so I'm an old fart. I interned at a radio station, and I became friends with one of my coworkers, and it was completely platonic, like we were just drinking buddies. And one day we were down at the dirty Jersey Shore, and we're just talking. He's like, what are you doing this summer? And I'm like, I'm going away with my boyfriend at the time. Like, we were going to San Diego. Our first vacation together, like super stoked. And not even to ask, like, where we were going, what we were seeing, what we're doing. Fucking set of cojones on this kid. Turns and looks at me and goes, oh, so you guys are gonna bone a lot, huh? And I'm like, probably just like, oh, shit. Like, I mean, he's not wrong. Like, okay. And just to preface, like, when you're in that honeymoon phase and you're going on vacation, like, you're pretty much getting a hotel to have sex with an oceanside view.
Yeah.
The moment you go away with someone and you are not having sex, someone is cheating. Because no one gets on the phone, they're like, oh my God, Rebecca, we're going to the happiest place on earth and we're using our year's savings, but we're going to reconnect like we were in that honeymoon phase. Like, I want to get on that mental connection. We're not having any sex. AKA, someone's cheating.
Or married.
Or AKA, that was me when I couldn't wait to get the fuck home from Disney World years later. And I was going to go fucking dry hump the shit out of Pat because that's how I slept with a clear conscience. Because I wasn't cheating. I'm an asshole, alright? Let's preface that too. But Boner came to life years later. He's back on the market. Tim calls me up and he's like, well, I need to go to a wedding. Like, do you want to be my date? And I'm like, alright, like, free food, open bar, like, let's do this. Well, we didn't. So we stayed overnight and we're having sex and he loses his boner. And he's like, Nicole, it's not you. Don't worry, it's not you. And I'm like, but it is me, right? Like, it's me. He's like, I have diabetes. He's like, my blood sugar dropped. So thankfully, the part of the wedding party gift or whatever, the party favors, they give out a bag of M&Ms, and I'm like fucking hungry hippos on and I'm just dropping M&Ms in his mouth until he got a boner again, and hence I got the nickname Boner. And poor Tim, we're gonna keep ragging on his ass for a little bit. We started dating, we're in a relationship. He takes me to Atlantic City for my 25th birthday. And we get to the hotel room, I'm drunk as fuck. I feel like this is how all my stories start, so this is how I get the reputation. But as you should in your 20s, like, you gotta hoe it out at some point because then you're never gonna settle down and, stay in a committed relationship. You've gotta get that out of your system. Anyway, we go to Atlantic City, we get to the hotel room, and I'm like, let's do something freaky tonight. So we get in the fucking shower and I let him put it in my butt. So, I will say, again preface, women like to have anal sex because that's how you keep a man from cheating. Because you're like, baby, you don't need to go have sex with like that underage virgin. Like, I got this hole for you right here, baby. I got you. Don't worry. Men like to have anal sex because that's where your G-spot is. And if you didn't know that, men gossip way more than women. So now this whole thing is going to spread, and you're going to drive down the street, and you're going to pass a basketball court, and there's going to be like 45 dudes finger blasting each other's assholes because they just discovered each other's G-spots. So you're welcome. Just keep your foot hovered above the brake, because just in case you have to stop and you don't want to cause an accident. And me though, I just wanted to spice up pancake Sundays, because that was like our thing on Sundays. We always made pancakes together. And, before you crack those eggs, like, Tim was in the other room, and I'm like, yo, baby, like, before you come in, you crack those eggs, you want to come crack my ass in the shower? And, like, that's how it happened. That became, like, our Sunday thing. And even years before, when we were in Atlantic City, we get in the shower, he goes to pull out, and it smells like something like someone ate Taco Bell for, like, 7 days consecutively. And I look down, and it's on fucking dick, it's on the fucking shower floor, somehow got on the walls, and I'm just like, don't look down, don't look at me, just get the fuck out, just get the fuck out. And clearly he has to look down because it's his dick and he's cleaning it off, I'm not fucking touching it. That's his fucking problem, not mine. You put it up there, it's like Russian roulette, you gotta deal with the consequences, not me. Okay, that's on you. So, gets out of the shower, we somehow go out to dinner after that. And I think it's like that raw meat, it's like the beef carpaccio or whatever the fuck you call it. Somehow I happened to order it and it kind of reminded me of what just happened, so straight up PTSD. That did not break us up. What broke us up is straight facts, guys. Sometimes when you're friends with someone, you're just better off just fucking them. You just can't date them. Like some of your friends are not meant to transfer into relationships. And we give you stories for here and right now. I'm Nicole Boner, and have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. So one question, you want to be friends? Oh, shit.
Give it up, Nicole Boner, everybody.
Hey!
And don't laugh at her last name, or you're a piece of shit. All right, well, that's all the comments we have tonight. Anybody else want to go up?
Paco!
Guys? Mia? No?
Yeah.
No new jokes for tonight? You sure? Okay. All right. Well, fuck it.
Paco might want
Do it.
Paco wants to do it. I'll do a couple of new ones.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been working on some new shit.
Yes.
Let me see here. Hold on a second.
Japanese soccer.
Oh, yeah. Not that new. That's real new, man. Let's see here. I was thinking. I think your name has a lot to do with like who you are as a person. You know, I have a bit about this, but it's another joke. Like I think Leonardo DiCaprio is only famous because his name is Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I'm saying? Like if he just took one O off of his name, like nobody gives a fuck about Leonard DiCaprio. Like, I don't know. Like fuck it. Leonardo DiCaprio is an Oscar award-winning actor. Like Leonard DiCaprio fucking does open mics at King's Pizza. Okay. Glad you guys liked that one. I was at Mike Rayo's house the other night. We're high as fuck. And we're watching To Catch a Predator. You guys remember that show? One of the greatest shows of all time, man. You know what's weird though, what I was thinking of was, how the fuck do none of the Predators know who Chris Hansen is? Like if you ever watch that show, right? Like they come in and then Chris Hansen comes out of the back and he's like, do you know who I am? And they're like, no. Like, who are you? Are you her dad? Like, what? It's like, you figure you know who he is. He's like, Chris Hansen, he's like the most notorious pedophile wrangler of all time. Like, how would you not know who that is? You know? You figured you know your arch nemesis when you saw him, right? That'd be like if the Joker was on To Catch a Predator and Batman came out of the back and he's like, who the fuck is this guy? Batman's like, do you know who I am? He's like, no. Are you her dad? Like, what are you? Fucking weird, man. And why do they always stay for the conversation, right? You ever notice that shit?
Hey, Tom. So, what made you want to do this?
I'm out.
Yeah. And you just, what, are you just gonna stay there and talk to her?
She told me she was 18.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, duct tape and condoms found.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. He knows what I'm talking. Like, why would you stay there and talk to the guy? Like, as soon as like a middle-aged man comes out of the back, like, why are you fucking out of there? As soon as I see it's not a 13-year-old girl, I'm like, fuck this. Like, what? Who the fuck are you? I'm getting my condoms and my Sour Patch Kids and getting the fuck out of there, dude. I'm not gonna stick around and have a conversation with you, you weirdo. Oh man. The best is when they start reading the transcripts and shit, you know? It's always the best. They're like, well, what are you doing here? You know, he's like, oh, I'm just coming to hang out.
Yeah.
The guy's like, how old did you think this girl was? Like, oh, she said she was 18. It's like, really? Because these transcripts I have here, I'll read them off to you. It says, hey, how old are you? And she's like, oh, I'm 13. And he's like, oh man, that's fucking hot. It's like, oh man, I know it's illegal, but I'm still gonna fuck you and all this shit, you know what I mean? And she's like, oh yeah, come over. And there's always cookies on the table, I don't know why. You know? Like, wouldn't you find it a little bit suspicious as soon as you walk in, fucking... The girl's like, hey, come in, I'm just gonna walk in the other room while you fucking... I'm not afraid of you or anything. There's cookies on the table. Dude, me and Mike were watching this episode of like, it was the only time, it was in the first season of To Catch a Predator. And this dude comes in and gets busted, right? And this is before they were arresting people, so they just let the guy go, right? So they let the guy go. As soon as he got back home, he logs onto the same chat room with the same username and starts trying to pick up 13-year-old boys again. It was fucking insane. Like the balls on this guy. And then they busted him again the next day. And Chris Hansen's like, hey, John. He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, we've been through this before. And he was at a McDonald's. He's like, oh, just get something to eat. We're just hanging out. He said he was 14. Oh, man. That shit is crazy. Pedophiles are wild, man, I gotta say. Unbelievable. Let's see, I got a bunch of premises written down. I don't really know where to go with them yet.
Turn it up.
I got oh, here's one. You know how you're not supposed to call mentally challenged people retarded anymore? I get that. I agree. Like, I would never call somebody, you know, I would never call somebody retarded if they're mentally challenged, right? You know, like, if I saw somebody with Down syndrome, I would be like, hey, you fucking retard, right? I wouldn't do that. But what if you found out that they were a Nazi? Because you know how these days there's like nothing worse than being a Nazi? Like, it's just like the worst thing you could be, right? So it's like, you know, if there's a guy with Down syndrome, right? And you found out he was a Nazi, like, could you call him a retarded Nazi then? Like, right? Because fuck him, right? He's a Nazi, right? So who cares? You're not, right? Like, all the other shit goes away. If you're a Nazi, everything's off the table, right? Like, you know, like if he's fat, you could be like, you fucking fat ass Nazi. Like, you can't body shame a Nazi, right? Like, if it's a girl and she has no tits, but she's a Nazi, you'd be like, fuck you, you no titty having Nazi, right? It's like, hey, don't body shame her. Like, she's a Nazi. Like, who gives a fuck? Okay, we'll work on that one. I had a roast joke for Mike Rayo. If we ever roast each other again. Mike has a smile that could brighten up a room. It looks like he brushes his teeth with baking soda. And when I say baking soda, I mean bacon and soda. Sorry. I just had to get that one. I've been sitting on that one for a while, Mike. My bad. I'm trying to get that one out. My girlfriend is very anal. And what I mean by that is that she's very particular about butt fucking. Okay? We'll take that. I went to the movies recently. Shit, I already fucked that up. Sorry, wait. I didn't go to the movies recently. I haven't been to the movies in a long time since COVID. I really missed the movie theater. I found a website, though, that has some free movies on it, but they're all bootleg versions, you know what I mean? Like, I tried to watch Godzilla vs. King Kong recently, but all they had was Godzilla vs. Ding Dong.
bow, chicken bow.
Oh.
It was just Godzilla fighting a giant dick the whole time.
What color was it?
Steven Seagal, I think his name was. He's big in Japan. He's a white guy, Nicole.
So meh.
Yeah. Not quite a boner. That's her last name. Shit, man. I don't know what else I got on here. When I was a kid, we used to play a game named called Smear the Queer. Yep, that's all I had for that. Just thought that was kind of funny. I'll probably think of a joke to go along with that at some point, but I just thought, you guys remember that game though, right?
Nobody smeared me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not a queer. That's why I said R.I.P. to all the queer kids in that game. Alright, this took a turn. Sorry. My bad. I did, shit, I already did that one. I don't like taking pictures. I feel like I'm unphotogenic, you know what I mean? Which is a good way of saying ugly. It's like whenever somebody says like, I don't like my picture taken, I'm unphotogenic. Like, you're ugly. That's just Anybody else want to do some time up here? Who didn't go tonight? Jack Schwab's brother didn't go. Come on, man.
Go.
You're gonna love it, dude. I'm telling you.
Mushroom.
You saw how good Jack did.
It's genetic.
Yeah, it's genetic. We know you're funny, man. We already know.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to think of some other jokes. I got 15 minutes left, so.
I got a couple of shits.
No, we're good, Trey. We heard it. Right?
I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep later.
Yeah, you should.
Sleep for 3 days.
Let's see
See you
here.
guys on Tuesday.
I think that I went to Panda Express earlier because I was trying to stop Asian hate. And
Yes.
you know, I was thinking, man. Why doesn't every restaurant have drive-thrus? That's what I was thinking.
Panda Express does?
Yeah, they do. I know. That's why I was thinking it.
Sorry.
Thanks, Nicole.
Sorry. Sorry, because I know most of them don't. Sorry.
They don't, but I'm saying, why don't they have? You know what I'm saying?
They should.
They should. It's so convenient. Like, you know. Like I don't know why. The only reason I eat fast food is because there's a drive-thru. If there wasn't a drive-thru, I wouldn't eat there. You know what I mean? Like it's just for the kid. Like I'm only willing to give myself diabetes if I don't have to get out of my car. You know what I mean? It's just convenient. You know? Because who the fuck eats inside a fast food place? You know what I mean? Like who eats inside McDonald's? Like what kind of psychopath does that? Right? That's exactly what I'm saying. Only if you're fucking Mike Rayo, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna fucking go in there and walk into McDonald's and sit down and eat chicken nuggets like some kind of McSerial killer? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you, Ronald McDahmer? I haven't eaten inside of McDonald's since they got rid of the ball pits. You guys remember those? The jungle gyms and the balls, you know what I mean? Back in the day. They got rid of them because a couple kids died in the ball pits, which I'm like, come on, dude. That's how it used to be, man. Survival of the fittest. So what if a couple kids died in the ball pit, you know? They're just chinks in the chain, you know what I'm saying? And that thing was probably made in China, so they should have known better. Oh, God.
Do your Micronesia joke.
The only time, I don't have a Micronesian
Yeah,
joke.
you do.
You just brought it up that one time. That's right. I wasn't done with my McDonald's joke yet.
My bad.
The only time, The only time I go inside, I eat inside of McDonald's is when I bring my kids there. Okay, and that's only because I can't return them to their parents on an empty stomach. They've already been missing for 8 hours. Alright, fuck. I lost you guys. Jesus Christ. I don't have any Micronesian jokes, Kane, alright?
You love Micronesians.
I do love Micronesians. Like I said, I had a lot of dishwashing jobs in my time, dude. You know, they're good people. Beetle nut's great, I love it. It's tasty, you know. But, gold teeth, I don't know. I don't know what you have against Micronesians, Kane. This always comes up for some reason. It's making the crowd very uncomfortable. Well, we got about 10 minutes left. I don't know. Paco, you want to do some time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I ran out of... Yeah, Mia, what's up?
Yeah, something.
Let's do Mia and then Miles.
Yes.
Yes, Mia, Mia. Miles, Miles. All right, well, whoever wants to go up, who gives a fuck? I think Paco's coming up next. So. Paco Loco, everybody.
Yeah, y'all alright. As y'all know, how's everybody once again?
Yeah.
Just gonna talk a little current events going on. Big thing in the news nowadays is the Asian hate. Y'all hear all about this Asian hate? We can talk about it because they're not here right now. So let's talk about it. Like, yo, it's about time we call them out though. Like, for real, like, we gotta call Asian people out. I hate them. They come over here with their delicious food. You know what I mean? With their reasonable prices, coming over here, opening up businesses in the middle of the hood, being friendly. Man, fuck those people, man. Like, coming over with their beautiful women. It's just a lot, man. We should get to Asian people, you know what I mean? You know what it is in Philly? I'm from Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, there's only 3 races that's in Philadelphia that's black. Oh, there's 4. Black, white, Puerto Ricans, and Chinese people and shit. We didn't even know, I didn't know there was more than one kind of Asian people until I moved here and shit. I got mad because I was calling them Orientals. They're like, oh, don't call us Orientals. Like, that's a rug, that's not people, we Asians. Like, fuck. Then I found out there's a whole bunch of different kinds of Asians. Japanese, there's Chinese, there's I thought Filipinos were Mexicans when I first got here. It was, I seen them working, I was like, hey, mira, ¿cómo estás? Started talking Spanish to them. And they didn't understand me. They just, oh shit, I don't understand. You know what it is? I was born the wrong race. I was born the wrong race. I'm Puerto Rican, right? But I don't speak no Spanish. Oh, I hate that. Like, people always come up talking real Spanish to me. I don't speak no Spanish. It's just a little bit of Spanish, just enough to get by to say the right. You gotta know the cuss words. You gotta know the cuss words. So you gotta know the cuss words. But you know what? I should have been born Micronesian. Yeah, I should have been born Micronesian. Because as a Puerto Rican, I'm like a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. I know where I'm at. I know. But as a Micronesian, I am a fucking sex symbol. Like, yo, Micronesian chicks love me. They come all the time up to me, just come talking to me like, hey, they don't care either. They don't care. You ever been sexually harassed at your job? For ladies, that's a horrible thing, getting sexually harassed at your job. For a guy, that shit's fucking awesome, yo. Like, for real. Like, a girl come up to you and be like, damn, you sexy as hell. Like, yo, my confidence was up all day. I had a smile. I had an inner glow. Because she done told me I was sexy. Like, but the only chicks that tell me I'm sexy? Micronesian chicks. Yeah, so I try to learn Micronesian. The language, the Chuk language, right? I try. It's like 26 fucking languages and shit. Like, damn. So I'm like, fucking, I'm just going to have to, like, get gold teeth or something, like get gold teeth, and like he said, I gotta learn how to eat beetle nuts now and shit. Like, oh shit, I wish I was Micronesian. I'm the wrong race. All right, we got a special performance. I don't know where she at. She's in the bathroom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with a special Hanaho performance, Here is Tessa.
Tessa, yay! Beat.
Can we get a beat? Can we get a beat? That's okay. It's gonna take 2.5 seconds. Can we get a beat? Oh, YouTube. YouTube got the beat.
What beat? What beat?
Okay.
What beat do you want?
So I'm doing the microphone. Okay, the song is called Shadows. It goes. In the shadows, a stranger watches me. I can't see him, but I look eyes on me. If you're the cat, then I'll be your mouse. Just be gentle. I love to be your prey. Yeah, tonight I'll take the shortcut home. I know that I will be alone. At first glimpse I see your shadow. I turn around, then you're gone. I'm watching. Won't you please come near me? There's no stopping till you capture your queen. Yeah, I find myself in a dark place. Don't know what it is I will face. Feel you closing in on me. Baby, please come out to play. Shadows, a stranger watches me. I can't see him, but I feel eyes on me. If you're the cat, whoa, then I'll be your mouse. Just be gentle. I love to be your prey. Yeah. Come out the shadows. Stand next to me. Yeah. Claim your throne as king. Throne as king. Yeah, yeah. Come out the shadows, come be with me, yeah. Claim your throne as king,
Sexual chocolate, everybody! Sexual chocolate! Yeah, give it up, give it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this show. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Gotta give a special, everybody make some noise for Eddie M. Eddie M for hosting today, doing double shifts. We got next week, it's gonna be Clarice on Friday, and on Saturday, Jeff Beard. The Willie Nelson clone himself. All right, once again, thanks everybody for coming out. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Paco Loco Hawaii, to check out all the footage. Also, don't forget, we got it every Friday, every Saturday night. I got a radio show, look out for that, 808 Hot Takes, with me, Sparkles, and Pepper. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming out. Have a safe ride home. Good night.
Hey!
Thanks. Big shout out to Mushroom.
Mushroom!